Good morning, this is Lori at Lobelia Travels. I'm starting on my way to work. Left a little bit early because I've got to do a couple of things in Potts Camp. So we'll be making a couple stops. It's supposed to get up into the 70s today here in northern Mississippi on this still early January day. Kind of insane, to be honest. They're expecting severe storms later. I believe our tornado risk is still very low, but it's not zero. So it could be fun getting home tonight. So driving rain is really difficult to drive in. Almost as difficult as a blinding blizzard, to be honest. Once again, despairing at the cost of living at the moment. I'm seeing conflicting reports on whether the roof is usable, but every other part of it is edible for sure. I'm going to turn on to Mississippi Highway 349. I'm going to Potts Camp. My check engine light is still on from yesterday, but after refueling and stuff, my engine has sounded a lot better. These are nice skis. My engine sounds a lot better, so hoping that they'll just clear. The code should clear tomorrow, I would think. Do my prayers real quick. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and unto ages of ages. Amen. All Holy Trinity, have mercy on us. Lord, cleanse us from our stains. Master, pardon our iniquities. Holy One, visit and heal our infirmities for thy name's sake. Lord of mercy, Lord of mercy, Lord of mercy. Glory to the Father, and to the Son, and the Holy Spirit, both now and ever, and unto ages of ages. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but probably speed up a little bit, but we don't know that. Trying to budget what I have to get done this weekend, my weekend, which is Sunday, Monday. I'm go and get some chickens from one of my coworkers. Somebody coming up that wants me to go a lot faster than when I want to go. That's a nice little dresser. It's not a dresser, it's a desk, I guess. But no. Bad idea, Doug. Bad idea. If you can't train your dog out of anything else, that one is probably the most important thing to train them out of. Oof. That stunk back there. Past tense of a skunk is stunk. Alright, you teach the dogs the leave it command, and you test it with things like food and other things that they want that they can't have, and you do it when it's non-critical. Non-critical as in you don't want them chasing the cats, so you teach them leave it. You teach them leave it with things that they want, like food and treats and toys or things like that, or and then when it's something important like cars, they're more likely to listen to you. basically just trying to teach them to be non-reactive to things that would be exciting to any dog or puppy. In theory, this direction is faster, but you're gambling on there not being a train. Downtown Potts Camp, which is mostly a has-been. Onto 178. Just gonna go up here to the local Dollar General and pay the convenience fee of getting cash back. I don't know what their convenience fee is. Probably $1.25 or whatever. Similar to what Dollar Tree charges. And I have to go next door to the bank and get that bill paid. I will leave the stream running since that's easier than having to restart it. Kind of thinking that when we start going into places, especially for the first time, we're going to play a game. And that's going to be a like a hidden objects game. So it's something I'm going to be working on. Alright. I'll take my regular shopping list inside and see how much of that was done. Got some glass jars, glass bottles. Let's do something with it. Ain't happening today. There we go. Well, it was less than 10 minutes. And I was successful at getting cash back. Lady said apparently they've been having problems with that today. One person that worked for, another person that did not. Thankfully, it worked for me. Which is good, because just like the other person, I gotta pay a water bill. The sheriff's sitting there. I'm not gonna be careful to make sure I do everything right. I think last time it took me about 3 minutes to go in and pay. Okay. Alright, a couple more minutes and I'll be back on the road. let's just see. I'm gonna think real quick here. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. So that took a little bit more time than expected because there were a lot of people there, and the other stop took less time than expected. So I guess we're on a win, balance. Okay, so I was originally planning on leaving home at 11 o'clock, and it's 1:45 right now, which means I've got a little bit extra time, which means I think we might take the long way into Olive Branch. A little bit more interesting. I think it's going to fail because I think there's still a road closure up here. I think there's actually 2 road closures. Oh, apparently. Okay. Okay, let's think about it that way. But we'll find out because that Holly Springs road closure's been there for quite a while, so don't know if it's still there or not. Guess we'll find out. Anyway, this is Highway 178. As you can see, it's going west. As we leave the town of Potts Camp, there's the old fire station, I think. So my thinking on a, kind of like a hidden objects game in each town. I'm going to develop a list of things to find in each town. And we need to hit like 90% or something to consider it a win. Because not all towns is going to have all things. Oh, those are skid marks. I thought for a second that they were turtles. I was going to definitely try to avoid turtles. So I'm thinking like each town we're going to be looking for things like, we're going to be looking for like the old train station. Any town that's on a train line, particularly if they have a road that's called Station Road, there's probably a train station. So we're going to look for the train station, we're going to look for the town hall or county courthouse, whichever one they might have. We're going to look for the oldest church in the area. Usually that's gonna be a Catholic or other type of church that's gonna be really old. It's gonna be really ornate and pretty. Might look for the Catholic church anyway because most towns are gonna have one and they tend to be pretty. We're gonna look for the library, the fire station, the police station. We're gonna look for the old downtown. It's likely to be some interesting buildings. Gonna look for the tourist information center type of thing, or Chamber of Commerce. It'd be fun to find the mayor's house, but I don't know when I get into trouble. Chihuahua. So that would actually be another thing to look for the nearest. Dang it, what the heck? There's all sorts of garbage on the. Well, that would be why, because somebody's bin has its lid off and there's been a lot of wind. Find the local state park or county park or whatever's closest to the town. We can find the best playground. So there's probably some other things I can add to that list. You know, the most interesting supermarket that's not one of the main chains. I don't know. There's lots of things to look for. I don't know how many of them are even doable. A local cemetery. All sorts of things to look for. I'll have to work on putting together a list, but we can make each town a game of hidden objects. And maybe we could even time ourselves and see how long it takes us to find everything. Okay, I'm going to go slowly here because dang it, road's still closed ahead. Yeah, there's a bridge that's out. I was hoping by now they would have fixed that, but apparently not. Let's see. Oh, I should have looked for another route. That's right. Because the other road closure, I found another route. But it was a bit of a gamble, and it just happened to work that way. I don't know if it would work this way here, and won't have time to be that late. Keep from moving over. This car is not going to do those hard accelerations anymore. So yeah, back to can't afford to live. Oh my goodness. I'm beginning to think that HVACs are a big ripoff. I don't like our HVAC at all. It's noisy and expensive to run. Yeah, it probably doubled our electric bill. And we've been using it very conservatively. So by next winter, we need to either figure out how to get wood heat installed, or we'll just get some space heaters, at least for the time being. Those are going to be a lot cheaper, and then just keep the house can maybe heat it to 50, but then beyond that, it's going to be space heaters only. Because I cannot afford to run it all the time. That's ridiculous. So it's probably, with as conservatively as we run it, and I don't heat it more than 60 at night and 65 in the daytime. And yet it still cost us probably $125, $150 to run it for a month, which is insane. For that amount of money, I could buy one or two really nice space heaters that'll probably use $20 of electricity instead of $150. So even 3 of those, one for each of us, that's still going to be less money than, power-wise, than running the HVAC. And honestly, I probably wouldn't even use it, so. It's just crazy. It just feels like another thing to make people more and more reliant on big power, in this case, big utilities. also planning on getting at some point a sandpoint well that we're gonna put into the ground and use that to water the garden, water the animals. Because I don't see the point in spending a lot of money for that. Meanwhile, we'll get more buckets and capture rainwater. So I don't want to have to spend any extra money on the animals for that when we've got plenty of water coming from the sky. I think I said a few minutes ago that I said a few minutes ago that I'm getting moringa seeds, which is kind of substantially cut into the food bill and make everybody healthier at the same time, which sounds like a really good benefit. It sounds like a good bargain. Keep developing the food forest as I can. The cuttings that I bought of the cherry trees, my 2 Nanking cuttings are already growing. They've already got leaves coming off, which is amazing because these are meant to be grafted onto rootstock, which I'm not doing because who's got money for all that stuff? I don't. And do that. I'm going to have to probably put off the beehives. We're going to get off at Holly Springs because we're going to... Get off Holly Springs. Up to 178, go that direction. So I've got some extra time and I've got somebody in front going kind of ridiculously slow. I'm pretty sure that the road closure I saw previously up here, I had a route around, so it's not a problem. Unless, okay. Truck's in the wrong lane. Oh. No, the truck's got another problem. That's right. I messed up that person, I think. I wasn't sure what was going on with that truck. I just thought I'm going to be going over Hernando on Sunday. We might try a hidden objects game. That'd be fun. It's one weird thing about changing our church location to one that I can't go every week because it's just too dang far. Means that I've got some days available that didn't used to be available. I still plan on keeping them as spiritual and orthodox as we can, but I don't want to go out every day. I need at least one day home every week. But I may end up with Wednesday home too. Well, maybe we'll do another hidden objects run on that one or something. I'm trying to pick up Wednesday, but right now it's not possible. Just thinking of other things we can add to our hidden object game. So there's a playground. It's a halfway decent playground. And we need to make sure we find a cat and a dog. I see it'll only count if you can get it on stream. A house that's run down. A light that doesn't work. Building that's been burned. Cannot quite see there. But you've done. So why, of course, I need to do that with my daughter as well. Okay, go ahead. People here do not know how to use four-way stops, I'll tell you that. Yeah, that's going to be a fun game, and I think that's something that will provide some entertainment value in addition to informational places. So. I expect the game will evolve as we go along. 2 German Shepherd crosses. The other one might actually be a black German Shepherd. Do exist. They both look very German Shepherd. Say a local cemetery. Memorial Garden. And since there seems to be Dollar Generals absolutely everywhere, we might include Dollar General as its own category. At least in the United States. Which is going to be 99% of our stuff. At least until we have enough support that we can do international travel. We might even have to add a category saying we must get lost at least once. Yeah, I'm liking the idea of this game. Got an inspiration from somebody else's video about something. People doing run-throughs in particular towns. Well, they were doing that on houses as well. The local Baptist church. You could look for each of the main ones, the Baptists, the Methodists, the Episcopalians, the Lutherans, the Catholics, Presbyterians. I don't know how big Presbyterianism is down here in the South. The Mormon Church, Jehovah's Witnesses, I don't know. Those might just be bonuses, I don't know. And I'm not even sure whether to break up the streams. I think I probably should break up the streams though. Because they're just going to be different things. The drive time is very different from in town hidden objects game. And just like visiting an actual site is another thing entirely. And maybe we can develop a game aspect to that too. I don't know. Don't know why those signs are covered. They've got more that are covered up here, and I don't know why. Oh, that's the JWs. Bonuses for things, but the things that we have to stop and pick things up for. Oh, and I still have the feet in the back of the car. Oh, well. So if I had my daughter with me, I actually probably would have stopped to pick up that flower pot. Because you can never have too many. Dang, I just realized something. You could start a nursery business for almost free. Especially if you're using natives. These native things, grab cuttings, pot them. You could do that because it costs almost nothing. It's totally worth doing that. Yeah, I think we're going to do something like that because I've got to find some ways of making money on my farm. I've got to find ways of not having to do my 9 to 5 because it's really killing me. Physically and mentally. And I have no time for anything that matters. Keep having ideas. Anyway, let's continue to drive. West on 178. No, I should say it's 11:11 a.m. Central Standard Time, Northern Mississippi. Just left the town of Holly Springs. That this little village here. I'm not sure what it is. Might be into Red Banks already. That stop sign was really badly oriented. Oh, there we go, Red Banks. I got it. Local little town. Well, I'm looking forward to this hidden objects game. This is going to be fun. Yep, this is going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy this. Today's Friday. Really need to come in here on Saturday, like on Saturday where I actually have money. Come early to work and then stop at that thrift store. I really want to do that. But it's not going to be this month, to be honest. So. I'll have a little bit of breathing room once our taxes can be done. I should be able to get a sizable amount. Top of the list of priorities is actually to get a new desktop computer that can handle the stuff that we need to do online and hopefully allow me to have a work from home job if I have to do a 9 to 5. Oh, that Dollar General's gone. That's new since the last time I went along here. It's gone. I never heard of them doing an end-of-life Dollar General's before, but apparently that one was end of life. Wow. I wonder if they're planning on rebuilding it or not. Severe lack of confidence when it comes to selling my services. selling services, selling myself. And this is when I remember there's a road closure up here. What we did last time. I think I went one more. There we go. That's what I did. Now if I had a PZT camera, you can actually see where the road is completely being redone. It kind of looks like it was flooded or something. Damaged that way. Oh, that's bamboo. I need to come up here and get starts off that. I know you don't want to let it grow too much, but we can certainly put in containers. Should be able to get some food off that, fodder for the animals. Sticks for the garden. I can create a master list, and then the master list will get laminated. And I take that with us with dry erase markers, and we just mark it off. Washable pens. Washable markers, Crayola markers work just perfectly for that. Fun to play, and should even be somewhat fun to watch. Which is the thing, we need to make this fun to watch. Find a purple house. They're unusual, but they do exist. Yep. Gotta get back on the 178. You know, people that insist on trying to cut into your lane when they're turning is really obnoxious. Church Street. Anytime you find a church. Green elevator. Oh yeah, the town water tower. That should always be amongst the top ones. Some parts of the country that doesn't work, but in the Midwest and Deep South it seems to be a major thing, so. There we go, the local cemetery in Byhalia. The local high school. I'm not sure whether to do that for larger cities or not, because that would be quite a different situation, but could still be fun. And I didn't really have time to try to go behind it, so I tried to straddle it, but it literally ran into the tires. So, very sad. Strange creatures. Oh. I'm going too fast. It was still 45. But anyway, slow down now. This road's usually 55, so it's pretty easy to make that mistake. Go under the freeway. Oh, that's 269 we were under. Okay, that explains it. Okay, DeSoto County. Don't have to be at work for an hour, so maybe we'll stop at the park. Depends. Want to be on site in like half an hour, but I think it's only going to take another 10 minutes, so I might go to the park first. And I can pull out my notebook and write down some of the things that I'm thinking about for our hidden treasures, I think hidden objects, because hidden treasures imply it gives a value attached to it. Most of these things aren't going to be of more than nominal value, so but definitely hidden objects. It will be done. Purple cars, that's a good one too. Purple's a good color to pick on because there's not very many. There's fewer houses that are purple than probably any other color other than, say, orange. Same true for cars with the same caveat. I like these little swampy bits between the road and the train track. There's usually ducks and things down here. That'd be another thing to add to our hidden objects is, waterfowl, particularly ducks and geese. Although these things are more likely to be found on the Drivetime videos. We could add a level of that to the Drivetime videos as well. But that might be a good idea. Especially when my daughter's with me. I don't think it's lower than 55 years. I'm not sure why the person's only going 50. But I never did see the sign, but I'm absolutely sure it passed by hitting a slow spot. Looking forward to spring. I love spring in Mississippi. It's amazing. even though we're in the northern part of Mississippi. Anybody want a recliner? If I had more space, I'd probably pick it up, actually. But I don't even have space in the house either, and I'm not interested in getting a recliner. I would like to get into some more wooden furniture. So I'm interested in trying to reduce the toxic loads in our house. That's cool. That's actually a nice dresser. There's a mirror there, too. The dresser needs some work. That's okay. Oh, a stripey kitty, otherwise known as a stonk. Second of those they must be all out now. When our Pyrenees comes back to the house, he seems to be invariably covered in skunk smell. And I know you can bait that out, but he's not around long enough for that. So he comes and hangs out for a little bit, gets food, and then he goes and hangs out at the neighbor's house. Don't think he's really our dog, but it's okay. If he keeps the coyotes away, he is welcome in the neighborhood. So, and obviously the neighbors haven't driven him off, so. I think this is Hacks Cross. Yep, Hacks Cross Road. Goes up to the Olive Branch Tractor Supply and the best Dollar Tree I have ever visited. Local police department. Not the Olive Branch Police Department. Yeah, we'll definitely go and sit at the park for a few minutes. I like to do that whenever I'm early for work. There's another Olive Branch water tower. There's at least 3 that you can see from the freeway. Pretty sure this is one that you can see from the freeway, so I don't think we've uncovered a 4th one. It's just another view of the 2nd one. The 3rd one is right next to the Tennessee border. I'm always nervous when it says all-way instead of 4-way. Because I keep thinking, oh, am I looking for more than a 4th direction? People here do not know how to use a four-way stop. Well, they did a good job with that one. But you definitely don't want to gamble on people knowing what to do, because most of them don't. Like that, they use the traffic, slow traffic triangles that you might see on the back of a tractor as driveway markings. I like that. It looked cool. Olive Branch, Mississippi. So there would be a grain elevator on the right. Some train tracks. Doesn't look like the grain elevator is active. Looks like it's long out of use. Yeah, for sale. Looking for the train station. Oh, there it is. Building on the right there. There you go, next to the Evergreen sign. That looks like the old train station. Not 100% certain on that. It's a little bit back from the train at the rail line too, so maybe not. And of course, it's possible that it was torn down when this road was put through. Or it might even just have been moved. People used to sometimes move buildings. They still do that sometimes. There would be the town hall on the left. Here's the old downtown precinct on the right as we go through here. Drive through that at some point. Actually, might just walk through there at some point. Saw the Chamber of Commerce as well. We saw the fire. We saw the police department. We have. Somebody's going to want to go faster than me now, undoubtedly, but their lane is the one that went, and it's not mine. There we go. United Methodist Church. Local YMCA, that would be another good one. So I think we can have like different categories of objects. Maybe we'll even assign points to it or something like that. Which would be another way, instead of trying to come up with a percentage of how many you need to get, instead have points assigned to which ones you to different things and go for points. Interesting front plate on that one. Cement mixer. There we go. That front plate on the car might have been a random from a European country. Show some of the lights up from the Christmas lighting display. It's coming down slowly. Oops, egret. They don't have a PCT camera. So I got geese and an egret. See, like Canada geese and mallard ducks would get like, I don't know. They have not worked out what the points are going to be like. But they would be low points, whereas the egret would be a much higher point. Now, if you're in a place that doesn't get egrets, where egrets are very uncommon, as I wasn't able to park here, so this time I think I will. There we go, kind of pretty. This is at Olive Branch City Park. And alright, so I'm just turning off the car for a bit. I'm going to leave in about 10 minutes or so, I guess. And I'll probably go ahead and end the stream at that time. So let's think about what we've come up with. Okay, hidden objects. So we're going to want a category for animals. So we're going to want a dog, a cat, duck, goose, stores. We want a Dollar General. We want a Walmart. We want a non-chain grocery store. We want offices. We want a police department. We want a post office. Hospital, if it's a large enough town for that. We want a town bank. We want a library, town hall, a fire station. We want a high school. Landmarks, we want water tower. We want a cemetery. We want a park, specifically a park playground. In the category of other, I'm going to put at the bottom, we want a abandoned house, building, for whatever reason. Back up to landmarks, we want but with the offices, that's going to be buildings, I guess. We want the train station. Under landmarks, we can have the grain elevators. Other, we want a purple house. Airport. Docks, if we're in a place like that. This is cool. This is going to be a fun game. It's going to be a fun game. I really like the idea. Okay, we want flags. We want US. We want state. We want other. And we want foreign. And we want a fish mailbox. Weird, but in the category of animals, we actually want a stroller. So it's kind of sort of in the, people animals. We want a bicycle in use. A skateboard. Now if we find a unicycle, that's going to be bonus points. There we go. I've got enough to get that started, and I'll spend, I'll add to it at work if I think of things and I have time. Oh, another one for houses. We want a Quonset hut. Because that's kind of cool. And we want a dome home. There's probably something else. You don't know. There's other things. But it's a good start. It's a good start. Alright. Go ahead and restart the car, and I'm going to... Actually, I think I'm going to end the stream first, and then I'm going to get to work. So stick around. There's stuff coming for this channel. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this. And the first of those, I think I'll first hit in other places on the way home or something. Depends. Anyway. Yep. Brains and gear. We'll be braining a lot today. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Until next time, take care. This is Lori at Lobelia Acres at approximately 11:54 a.m. Central Standard Time in Olive Branch, Mississippi. Until next time.